Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast, a D&D campaign based on Greek mythology. My name is Todd, and I will be the DM of this adventure. Now the players will say hello themselves.
Ooh, I'm never first. My name is Miranda, and I play Aella, the daughter of Hermes.
It's your boy. Oh shit, I should say my name. I'm Dylan. I play Blouts, human. That's all.
Hello, my name is Brittany, and I'll be playing Laurel, the half-elf paladin.
Hello, my name is Becca, and I'll be playing Mavari, the tiefling sorcerer.
Hello, my name is Macy, and I will be playing Saran, the shifter sorcerer.
Good afternoon, good morning, or good night. I hope you are having a good day. It is I, Todd, Miranda,
Hey.
and Becca.
What up?
So I thought we could talk about some DMing stuff because Becca, very soon, is going to be doing her game, and then we'll post it and we'll edit it. But we were talking.
Post it and then edit it?
Yep, in that
Oh, okay.
order.
Nice.
So we're gonna talk about voices. I personally like voices because A, I think it's fun. B, it gives NPCs actual character because upon the woman says hello and the man next to her also says hello, how do you respond? That just sounds so sad. Like,
I would respond with hello.
Thank you, Becca. It also helps distinguish when somebody is talking and when you're narrating. Like, the man looks angrily at you. What the fuck are you doing here? Like, I think it's great. I love it.
Also help differentiate between the player and the character. Like, if you're just using the same voice the entire time, you can't really fully tell what's in character and what's just being said out loud. So doing some sort of voice kind of helps tell the things apart sometimes.
Yeah. So I don't know about you, Miranda. Or Becca, now that you've dipped your toe a little bit. But I've had players who will say stuff in character and then they will spit insults or say they're doing something. And then they'll be like, oh, that wasn't in character. And it's like, well, I don't know that.
Yeah, being as a player in other campaigns, I've had that happen where I'm like, did you mean to say that? Or are you just openly talking? But doing character voices is also just fun because you get to try out different things. You don't care. Nobody should care if you're getting an accent correctly. It's a character.
So to be honest, that's one of the reasons why I played a female Irish dwarf, was because I've had some people and some players that have talked to me about voices and how it makes them nervous. And I was like, look, it doesn't matter if you do good, bad, right, wrong, just have fun. And then that person asked me how, and I said, several drinks, that helps.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no. Sometimes when I'm at work, I do voices without realizing it, because I tend to talk to myself a lot while I'm at work, so I utilize that time also to practice it, but then sometimes I can't switch it off, and I end up talking to another employee in that voice, and I'm like, ooh, nope, stop. So it'd be like, I'd be sitting there minding my own business, and then all of a sudden I'm gonna start talking like this, and then I'm gonna be doing this, and then I'm gonna start talking like this, and then I just play around with the ranges a little bit. But it's just me reading my own notes for whatever it is I'm doing, and then somebody would come up, and I'm like, oh, hello there. And they're like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. On that note, let's talk about time and place. People, your workplace is not the place to be doing voices.
That's fair. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna interject and say, if you work in customer service, you absolutely have a customer service voice.
Oh, that's called
absolutely.
a fake voice. That's different. You would never talk to your mother in that. Well, okay, maybe your mother.
I would not talk to my mother in my customer service voice.
It depends on what kind of mother. Like, if you have a super judgy mother, then maybe.
I guess it does depend on your mother.
Yeah.
Really does. I love my
Uh,
mothers.
My dad will never listen to this, so I can say it, but I pretty much talk to my dad in my customer service voice out. Be on my P's and Q's, be polite. Anyways, Becca?
Mm-hmm.
What's your opinion on voices?
I am really bad at it because I will start a voice for a character and then forget.
But that's part of the fun. Or just say it out loud. I believe that's called hanging a lantern. Where you're like, the fuck did I make this character sound like? Yeah, oh well, I'm just gonna do a different one.
I sometimes, like for Mavari's voice, it's sometimes my own, but sometimes she's a little more sounding like disinterested. But, most of the time it's just my own voice for Mavari.
That helps sell what you're doing, I will say. Like, there's some times where you're like, Mavari, you know, you'll use that dry tone of, oh, you people. And then you'll say Mavari walks away, and that really helps sell the walking away. Like, yeah, that bitch just walked away.
That's why I describe what she's doing, so that I know that if I say anything else, they know Mavari is not there and has no comments.
Yeah, that's, you know what? That's where voices also come in handy. Not the ones
True.
in your head, but otherwise.
You're right.
I mean, you can be saying the NPCs or a character is doing something all day long, but nobody can see it. They can only hear it in your voice. So that helps a lot. Good job.
Yeah.
Miranda, what's your favorite voice you've ever done?
My favorite voice that I've ever done is probably an NPC that I've played where it was really high pitched and it was supposed to be kind of like maniacal and creepy.
Oh, was I in that?
No, this is the character I'm talking about. I did at a table.
Oh, okay.
And I like got into somebody's face with it too, and they were like, ooh, no, thank you. But yeah, that one's probably my favorite one to do by far. Just because I get to play as a creepy ass character.
Aw, I didn't know you like creeping people out that much. That's nice.
I just like being crazy people.
That's just you, though.
Yeah, I was
It
gonna say that's not
is.
role playing. That's just
That's just me.
That's just normal.
here I am.
You guys know me so well. True friends. What about you, Todd? Who's your favorite?
The gnome that the players were supposed to ally with in the depths of hell and ended up killing.
May he
Was
rest
this
in peace.
before I joined?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was like, that guy doesn't sound familiar.
So he's the guy that they have the journal of. He was actually supposed to be Mr. What was that word? Exposition.
Exposition.
I always get fucked that up. He was supposed to be Mr. Exposition, and he had a journal. He had been doing research, so he had a lot of knowledge. He was supposed to help the players get further in what's going on, the lore, all this stuff like that. And then he died. So, yeah, never mind. So that was
Well.
pretty cool.
But at least we have his book.
Yeah,
That nobody reads.
yeah. There is some useful information in there, but like she just said, nobody
Nobody
reads.
reads.
Yeah. We should move on. I'm getting sad.
All right, Becca, who's your favorite voice?
For another campaign I'm in, the character, I don't know if it's more of a voice, but it's her mannerism that I really like, because I can just be absolutely unhinged with the things I say.
That definitely
you?
counts.
Yeah, she'll say the off the wall shit. Like, she said, I've committed crimes, but my crimes happened in another country, so it's okay.
Yeah, that doesn't count. It's okay.
Yeah. She said that to, like, the equivalent of a police officer.
What happened?
The police officer just pretended she didn't hear me.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Times.
Is there any accent you wish you could do? Miranda or Becca?
Ooh, that's a ooh.
Here, I'll lead. I wish I could do a Scottish accent. I don't know why, but I love everything about the Scottish accent, and I just wish I could do one, but no.
That's a hard one. I can't. I would say maybe an Italian.
I just wish I could talk in another accent other than my own in a southern accent.
Second, I thought you were gonna say, I wish I could just talk.
Honestly, that's fair too. I
mean,
wish
I
words
feel
weren't
that.
hard.
I mean, so you should be happy to know that somebody right now has gone out of their way to download and listen to you talk.
And we love them.
Talking about you, listener. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Hope you're having a good day.
I don't. I hope you're having the day you deserve.
That tracks.
Damn.
I'm just here.
That's
Just
fair.
have a day.
That's fair.
It's gonna make your day a little bit better.
Listening to the rest of this episode?
Fuck yeah!
My name is Becca, and you're listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast.
How come my auntie Artemis is telling me that you guys took him?
Because the Olympians seem to be stupid.
Excuse me?
Ooh.
Blouse.
Do not disrespect my family.
Blouse,
Oh.
that was rude.
And I'm actually gonna grab Blouse by the
Go ahead
collar.
and try, bitch.
Uh,
Go ahead and try.
wait, hold
Grapple
on.
check me, motherfucker. I will roll athletics against you.
No. Okay, look. This
Come on,
okay, so
grapple
as
check
this as this discourse is happening, Laurel's going to stomp her foot and then turn into a werewolf, and she's going to point to the both of you and say, "No, not now."
Laurel,
16.
as you turn to a werewolf and tensions are starting to rise, you see the lions starting to stir. Like, you see them starting to, their hairs on the back of their necks are starting to stand up. Some of them are baring teeth. And they're starting to kind of pace back and forth.
All right.
Yeah, this is becoming way more problematic.
At the failure of grabbing Blouse, I'm gonna slam my fists together, and I'm gonna bring out my extra arms, my astral arms.
Ooh, that hasn't happened yet.
No.
Tell us what you're
So
working
it's
with.
like, so what ends up happening is just kind of from below her normal set of arms will appear this like golden aura of these two sets of arms, and the aura is like it's got like sparkles in it. It's very like magical girl like is the best way I can explain it.
Drawing sword, and I'm just going to say Ignis as my sword of lights on fire.
Is she pointing those arms at us or at the lions?
She's readying an attack against you guys.
Laurel, you know if a fight goes down, the lions are jumping in.
Guys, for real. Stop. Right now. I'm not in the mood.
Take
I
what
know-
you said
Neither am
about
I.
my family back.
I know I
Oh.
am just basically kind of like touring you guys or taking you guys to this place, but if they seem to really not know where your family member is.
Can I
If
try
they-
something real quick?
I'm taking a lot of notes because of what's going on, but sure.
Can I try calling out to my dad?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, Dad, I kind of need you right now.
Roll a d100.
Okay. 47.
Okay. Unfortunately, I don't know how long you want to wait, but you hear no response.
That's okay. He's always busy with work.
Oh, that's what I always say about my dad, too.
Blouse's life's so damn sad.
For the record, I love my dad.
Oh, I don't know mine.
It's rough.
Okay. Look, Aella. I cannot apologize for Blouse. That's on him. But right now, you can't get blood from a stone. You can't get information that we don't have, and we've been given a time limit. We have 24 hours to sort this out. Now, a few things can happen. You can sit here, and you can fight Blouts, and we could all sit here and argue for a full 24 hours and waste time. Or, we can help you get your uncle back.
Why should I trust you?
Well, that's the question I've been asking about you this whole time.
Agreed.
Because... I don't know. What other option do you have, Aella?
Going with my aunt?
Oh, that's very
I mean-
true.
You could kill us all and then have no information or no way of even finding out where he is. Or you could let us survive and we can do our best to help. At least that's some sort of information, isn't it?
I'm
Why
not
do
looking
you-
to die today.
Why do you hate the Olympians so much?
You know what's really funny? I've been very indifferent to all of this, actually. But I don't exactly have a choice in any matter. I do not follow this pantheon at all. But I was given an ultimatum that if I were to go through with this, then I would be able to be connected to Torm again.
Who the hell's Torm?
He's from a different pantheon. But he's the god that I follow. So Apollo, Artemis, Zeus, Kronos, all these people?
Whoa! Did you just say Kronos?
Yes.
And Aella's gonna get a little bit angrier. And all of her fists will ball up a little bit more. And she'll, tense up a little bit.
Now,
Aella, if I could pick up and leave, I would. As a matter of fact, I would like to go to Athens. But I'm willing to stay, and I'm willing to help you. I have no beef with you.
Seems like you have beef, and seems like you're all willing to cook it.
You can believe whatever you want to believe.
Oh, beef is tasty.
what the fuck?
Blouts not now.
It is, but that's not the point.
Oh, I'm sorry, I completely lost track. Why is my sword out?
Blouts, go check on Ginyao.
He's right there.
Yes, but I feel like the situation might be a little tense for him as I'm staring at Ginyao. Like, please, just take
He
it.
is most likely unfazed by all of this.
Yeah, with the indifference of a cat. Ironically. Seeing as we're surrounded by them. But we're currently surrounded by very large wild animals. We have been given a time limit to find your uncle, and after that be killed. No or, mind you.
So you promise to help me find my uncle?
Grit my teeth. I promise to help you find your uncle. We only
Pinky
have
swear?
24 hours. What?
And pinky swear. And she's gonna hold out both an astral arm and her normal arm for a pinky swear.
I just stare at it and look. What's a pinky swear? Is that is that a CODS thing?
Yeah, I guess. I don't.
Sounds very childish.
I just want to find my uncle, okay?
Yes.
I mean, I don't blame
know.
you.
Yes.
But
no.
you promise that you won't diss my family again, please.
No
I love
promises
my
on that
family.
one.
Saran
Look,
looks at
my own
Blouts.
family.
Move
My
it.
uncles are really cool. They're really nice to me, and I love my family.
Wait, didn't her uncle try to kill us?
Multiple times,
What?
yes.
Oh, so your uncle keeps trying to kill us.
Regardless.
Which uncle?
I don't know. How many uncles do you have? I only have one.
I'm Olympian. I have a lot of uncles.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a problem.
Look. I really
Jeff, we
want
should
to
prob-
get to Athens. But I would be spitting straight in the face of my god if I turned away from someone in need. And so I put out my pinky and just sort of hold it there. I'm not entirely certain what to do. Like, what do we...
I wrap my pinky around your pinky.
Okay. Fine. It's a pinky swear, but
She
my
did
word
also.
is my bond. My word is my bond. I only have 24 hours before I die, I suppose.
So we
I'll
find
help you find your
Apollo.
uncle.
Wait, I want to clarify. Did she say she'd kill us or just the people in Delphi?
She would kill all the people in Delphi and then y'all.
So it's a double whammy.
Double whammers right there.
Was Mavari about to decide whether it was worth it?
Was Mavari about to walk away over into the sunset? Mavari's like,
Mavari was
Bye.
contemplating if their lives were worth the lives of the Titans. There was a lot of thought going on, but if they were going to kill both of us, then
Mavari is
knows?
currently looking
now
at
I have
for
to
a
think
window
about if
to
our
jump out of.
lives are worth the lives of the Titans.
I think it's more like, we're gonna get smote either way. If we say no, we get smoked. If we say yes, we get smoked. There will be smiting happening, so...
I'm going to try to walk back towards the cart. What do the lions do?
They kind of make the path like they did on the way up here. The zig and the zagging sometimes, but they leave an open path for you to follow. They watch you, but they don't mess with you.
Okay,
As you
Mavari's
get-
going to walk all the way back to the cart.
All right. As you get further away, they do seem more and more relaxed. It seemed like as Laurel kind of wolfed out is when they got tense, and when Aella's voice was getting high pitched, that's when they got tense. But as you get further away, these ones seemed more relaxed, and they just are leaving you alone. And after a certain point, you can go back to the cart, and there's no more lions around you.
Okay. Are they still watching me while I'm at the cart?
Yeah. But they look like they're just casually watching you, not specifically watching you.
Got it.
That's where he finds his dirt, man.
The second anybody crosses a line, I won't hesitate. Keep that in mind. And I will drop the arms.
Well, I'm glad that we could come to an agreement, but
Oh.
we should probably start taking advantage of that time.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry, Saran. We're bad luck.
I'm starting to notice. But don't
Yeah.
worry, I am too.
Hmm.
She puts her hand on her chest.
I don't know why, but something tells me we may have a lot in common. Alright, where'd Mavari go? I look around.
She vents his cots. Let's go.
Yes, no, we need to get in contact with the Titan, like, right now. And I think she's the only one who can do it.
Go.
Yes, no, I'm moving, and I'm walking. Mavari?
Danielle will immediately follow with Blouts. So, Saran getting dragged.
Mavari?
Saran's going to kind of speak to herself. I'm sorry, Father, for if this all goes wrong.
Laurel, you eventually walk back and you find Mavari behind the cart. She's kind of looking around. Looks like she's looking at the cart.
Mavari?
Oh, hey.
What are you doing? Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just thought I would get in contact with our friends away from the lions.
That, no, that makes sense. Very well. I'll give you space. We'll go over there.
No, I think I'm okay now.
Are you sure?
I think I have what I need.
What do you... Okay, that's good. Yes, that's good. Alright, then... What are we doing?
What do you think is the action that y'all have agreed to take? You're the one who made all the promises.
Well, yes, I made the promise. But, we don't really have a headway. Again, I was just asking if you can contact Phoebe because we didn't take Apollo. I say with a shrug, like we didn't take him. I can't give information I don't even have. I wouldn't even know where to begin.
I mean, so what you guys know, or what some people know, is that you guys don't actually even know who Atlas is. He did not introduce himself. You know who Persis is because you were sent to release him, and you did, and he was very happy, and Mavari hasted him, and that was a good time for everybody.
It was.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So, but Persis didn't even seem to really engage. It was just Atlas. But you guys don't know that. And then the ground surrounded him in a black mist and then seemed to swallow him up, while it looked like Atlas had broke his back from behind.
Oh man, he'd be breaking his back like that?
He baned him.
Man.
Um,
Dang.
so, I mean, that's what some of you know, but what you want to do that is kind of up to you.
So, Mavari, please, what did you find out?
Give me a few more minutes to talk to her, and I will get back to you.
Very well. Whew. All right. Mavari is trying to figure out a head start. Let's walk back. Sit down, just rub my muzzle.
Like, I think we should turn Sakata around and get a little bit moving, huh?
Well, we can't move. If I
I
may
mean,
use
away
the
from the
same.
lions.
I look at the lions. What are they doing?
The lions are just kind of watching. Like, they just seem to exist in the moment. And, like, they were given a specific task, and that is all they're doing.
I mean, I guess we can at least move the cart if the lions will allow.
Where do you want to move it?
Look around at the giant field.
You can move it left, you can move it right, you can move it back, but if you try to go forward, they will show aggression.
Okay. LFD, can you get Teddy to back up, please?
3 green lights, blinking, Teddy backs up.
Little dude. We're backing up the cart. Okay, all right. We'll just get a little way from the lions. All right, maybe like a just a smidgen away, and then we'll stop again. But like we need to know where we're looking before we can even start. I'm gonna use the terms that were said to me. So we just kind of need to wait for Mavari to get finished.
And you see Mavari sitting in the back seat with her hands like in her lap, and she looks like she's meditating almost. But her eyes are open and they're glowing like a light blue color.
Stare. Nod my head. Yeah. So this is a thing that's happened now. Kinda don't really have much to say other than that.
If you were to try to
Things are a little awkward right now.
throw some shit on the table about what to do about this, especially with an ally of Artemis here, what would you even put out there? Because half your idea is Aella would probably fight you over.
Well, I mean, I already kind of told the truth. Thorell could kind of almost not really give much of a shit about, like, the whole Titan god thing. She's just kind of selfishly so, one could say that, and she kind of has her own priorities, but her oath is her bond. What's Aella look like right now?
She's still kind of fuming, but she's not as aggravated as she was earlier. She's kind of calmed down a little bit, but like, it's one of those situations where you walk into a room and it's like, oh yeah, I don't want to be here.
Yeah, that's very fair. Let's see. Aella,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not apologizing on behalf of, and I'd like a gesture to the rest of my party. I'm not apologizing on behalf of these people. Because I'm pretty sure that they wouldn't apologize.
You're right.
But I'm sorry.
I'd like to say apologies accepted, but not until we find my uncle.
That's fair.
As the conversation stops, you see Mavari's eyes stop glowing and she blinks a bit. Unfortunately, from what I have gathered, Apollo is unattainable.
What?
What do you mean?
By our means, I should say.
What in the Tartarus is that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
We, and she gestures around to everybody, would not be able to retrieve Apollo from where he is.
Where is he?
We could. He is where Iapetus keeps his prisoners.
Looking through my notes, I feel like we've heard that name before.
I was gonna say, hey DM, does that ring any bells?
To you?
Yeah.
Make a religion check, not with advantage.
No,
Aw.
wrong thing. A lot of A names I've written down.
Oh, another natural 20 for a 25.
Nice.
Okay, that is one of the first and main Titans, son of... Oh my god, brain. Sky, Uranus. One of the first sons of Uranus. A friend and ally of Kronos. The enemy of Olympus.
Okay. I'm not gonna share that information, but I am gonna, like, again, ball up my fists a little bit, and I will be like, those blasted Titans.
So, well, I mean, I feel like the more I go down the rabbit hole of asking Mavari, I'm pretty sure I already sound pretty stupid to you regardless, but the stupider I'm going to sound. Do you know where that is?
Would I know where that is?
No. No, you wouldn't know where that is.
Unfortunately not. The information I was given is that he is unattainable. We could, however, try negotiating with Artemis with the information we have. Maybe she go herself?
I honestly can't think of anything else. If we can't go there, then I don't particularly see any other way. I'm trying to think.
She's not gonna believe you.
Well,
I can be very persuasive when I need to be.
she's not wrong. Either way, we've been given an impossible task. So, giving her the information is kind of all we've got, really. We don't have anything else.
Maybe she can get us there. She wants her brother back, so if we tell her that we can't get there, but if she knows a way...
If she knows.
Well,
What,
why not we ask? What's the worst that can happen? She smacks us with her big old paw and kills us first?
Yeah.
Oh, the toe beans on a giant cat like that.
Toe beans.
Goddess's toe beans.
What,
It is a fairy cat.
that's really the only thing that I can think of, Aella.
How are we gonna call upon her?
Aella? Can you call your aunt back?
I could try. She doesn't usually answer. And I'm gonna look up and just be like, hey, Auntie Artie?
Hold. Let's not do it just yet. Let's make sure that we know what we're doing before we summon a deity to our front area.
Okay, well, I guess that's true. Do you know what you're going to tell her?
The truth.
That
We are
Yeah.
unable to go to where Apollo is, but we would happily help her get there.
Where is he again?
I'll forget there. Okay. I guess it beats dying. I suppose if we must. If it'll help get Aella's uncle back, sure.
It's crazy that she would kill an entire city of people just for this.
I mean, I would.
You would kill an entire city of innocents that had nothing to do with it just because you have a spiteful rage?
Well, I mean, when you put it that way, no, but family is family.
Yeah, but going after the people who did it is one thing, but going after a bunch of innocent humans that can't even do anything against you,
I agree.
it's almost petty to do that.
I
It's
also
just
agree.
flinging your power where you can put it, just to show off that you can.
I mean, he does have a point. It's the smartest thing I've heard him say this entire time.
Damn.
Like my grandfather always said, ruling through fear is not ruling at all.
I agree with all of those sentiments. It's not just Delphi, though. We have had companions, not here anymore, who have been slighted or punished over what seems like in the grand scheme of things that are very petty and trivial by the same pantheon, but I shan't speak ill will of your family, Aella. Either way, again, I made a promise to you. So...
Well, go talk to the big cat.
Yep. See if she's willing to come and talk. Either way, we're going to sit here for 24 hours and wait.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see if she'll answer. But what if she doesn't?
Then I guess we sit here for 24 hours. She said she was going to show up either way,
You have a point. And then I'm gonna kind of veer away from everyone just a little bit, and I'm gonna try calling for Artemis again.
All right. Are you veering away for any specific reason? Like, is there anything, duplicit that you want to do? Like, instead of being like, "Oh, Artemis, please come to where I played," are you like, "Artemis, these bitches gotta die"?
I'm just gonna be like in Greek too. I'm gonna just say, "Hey, Auntie Artie, I think we know where Uncle Apollo is, but we need your help. I need your help."
You hear grass moving, and you look up, and I don't know how far away you went, but you can see a woman, probably looks upper 20s, low 30s. She has black hair, and she has like a white Greek tunic on, and an archer's brace, and leather boots, but nothing else. She has a simple wooden bow and a quiver with no arrows in it. But she is walking towards you. She looks like she's got like a square jaw, and she looks a little muscular for a woman, but you recognize her as Artemis.
Can I try and give her a quick hug?
Yeah. She doesn't look happy. She's like a disappointed family member right now. Like one of those people who are like, you've done a bad thing. And
I'm disappointed.
yeah, I'm not
like the
mad.
worst feeling.
She's disappointed in you.
It's an awful feeling.
And she will give you like that kind of side hug because she will have to do what she needs to do.
Side hug of disappointment.
Yeah.
Ah, that stings.
But she will
my heart.
You don't get you don't get the family full hug. You get the Christian side hug.
Yeah. She will whisper. She'll whisper to you though and say, "If I have to fight, I'll fight everyone." And she kind of looks at you with like an acknowledgement in her eyes.
I know. And I'm ready.
She smiles.
Promise just to listen to them first,
Her smile fades.
please.
She kind of sneers a little bit. "You've been talking to mortals too long. I will talk to your father about this." And she starts walking up to everybody.
And I'll be like the kind of like the sad child, just staying far back, head down, no eye contact.
Yep. This woman walks up to you guys. You see the lines kind of make like a line. Probably about 40, 50 feet away. Just watching as she approaches. And she just stands about 30 feet away from everybody. No, wait. 35. She understands mechanics of D&D.
Hello. Weren't you a cat before?
She says yes.
Oh, why can everyone turn into animals? I'm jealous.
Where is
It's
my
not-
brother?
He'll gesture over at Laurel and Mavari, who have the information.
I nudge.
Don't worry. One day you'll be a furry too.
I nudge before. I nudge before. Guys, not now. I nudge Mavari.
I cast Fireball on Saran.
Stop. I nudge Mavari.
Mavari will walk forward in front of everyone and meet Artemis. Not like right up to her, but like let's say like 20 feet away. "Your brother is in Iapetus's grasp."
You see her eyes widen. "He is locked up in Tartarus. How dare you speak such things to me?"
Unfortunately, we are unable to retrieve him.
She says, "Well, you heard me loud and clear the first time. You do not have my brother. They will all die because of you. And then you will die."
Or I can help you get there so you can free your brother.
She looks a little confused. But she doesn't say anything.
You are more powerful than we are. Even if we were to go there to help free your brother, it would be a task we could not complete. But you're Artemis, goddess of the hunt. You are capable of going to Tartarus and freeing your brother. All you need is a little help to get him there.
Where he is isn't actually Tartarus. I just don't want to tell you what that's called yet. We're not there.
Okay.
She will narrow her eyes at you, but kind of also put up her nose in kind of a snobby way. Is Iapetus alive there?
Do I know that?
I mean, the answer is yeah.
Yes. I want to make sure that the party is behind Mavari. They can't see Mavari's facial expressions. Mavari is smiling very sweetly at Artemis.
Mm-hmm.
If Aella is standing next to Artemis, she should be the only one who can see Mavari's face.
Adorable.
And you're trying to convince Artemis that she can go and free her brother from the Titan of Iapetus.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That sounds like a convincing check. Go ahead and roll persuasion. And she tries to hide it, but you can see she doesn't want to do that.
Yeah, hold on. I'm having issues with my character sheet. D&D Beyond is bugging.
Stop using it.
Okay, there we go. 20.
Oh. Aella, what's your passive perception?
18.
Okay. You feel strange. Like, you ever get a head rush? Like a hungry head rush all of a sudden? Like, oh, I'm hungry. Like I'm low on sugar or something. You know what that feels like? Great. So, that's what it feels like a little bit. Like, you feel like that all of a sudden. And, I don't know, you feel like Mavari exudes. I don't know, there's just something about her that you can't quite piece together. But you see Artemis kind of looking around, looking at the ground, looking at her bow, and then you see her grip her bow as she looks in Mavari's eyes as she says this. I can take on Iapetus and free my brother. He is a dead Titan, and I am a live Olympian. I will bring back my brother. But, Aella, and she's gonna look at you.
Yeah?
I need you to go back and tell Zeus where I have gone. If Iapetus is alive in this plane of existence, he needs to be stopped. I'm going to get my brother, but Zeus needs to destroy this Titan. Together we can do that easily.
Be safe, okay?
Of course. She kind of sneers as she looks at you, Mavari. How do I get there?
I can send you. A friend of mine has given me the power. But what about the people of Delphi?
She smiles. What about them?
I can help you get there, but we want the people of Delphi to be safe as well.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
You could tell she kind of wants them to die just on principle.
Oh shit.
24.
She says, but you're so pretty. I'll bring them back, sure. No, so she does continue to smile and she just kind of nods her head over towards Delphi. And when anybody who's looking at her looks over there, you see that Delphi is there. And it looks like the lions were actually guiding y'all down the roads of Delphi and around buildings and walls. As if you had stepped out of the path of the lions, you would ran into a wall or a building. And you can kind of see people in the background. And after a couple of seconds, you see a green dragon take flight and start making its way towards you.
You should probably hurry. And Mavari will walk towards her and extend her hand out.
She smiles at you as you extend your hand out. And she says in kind of quiet voice, when I come back, I'm going to kill you and your friend.
That's fair.
Alright. So I guess no saving throw. You're just going to That's it. She's accepting it and she's gone. She
Damn.
teleports away.
So, Saran will look around at the city. So, this was all an illusion?
Fuck if I know. That's crazy.
You can make an Arcana check
shit.
if you want.
That's a dragon.
Wait, what?
Arcana, investigation, perception, insight. There's a list of
I'll do
ones you can make.
Arcana. Damn, 9.
A 9? I don't know. Illusion sounds right. Sure.
You said there's a dragon.
Yeah, Mavari's gonna look up at Delphine coming towards us.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Well, that's just tensing up as he sees a giant green dragon approaching.
Yes.
Saran's
So-
gonna wave at the dragon.
Yeah. Saran knows the dragon. Delphine, you've seen her a few times, but only talked to her that one time when she greeted you. But yeah, so she lands, and I haven't described her in a while. Hang on, let me go to her. You see a very large, you think a bit older than a mature adult green dragon. But she has some strange physical features about her that you're not aware of. For instance, she has like moss growing off of her and kind of going down her. As you can see, she kind of is akin to like an old tree a little bit as she flies down, and she kind of tilts her head up and looks around, and you see her look towards the back of the group of people as you are, I guess more specifically, kind of looking at Mavari with her eyes before going back to everybody else, and looking a little confused. What are you doing back?
Hello, Delphine.
Greetings.
We're it's a pleasure to see you too. We're just back in town. We wanted to check up on Delphi.
She's looking around and she almost interrupts you. Where is Karist?
Oh,
Oh no.
I regrettably, he's gone, Delphine. He didn't make it.
You see her nostrils flare a little bit, and she kind of backs her head up. Gone where?
He's dead.
You see her grumble and come from like deep in her throat. By who?
It was a hag. She's been dealt with.
Mavari's gonna turn to Blouts. Blouts, would you do me a favor? And
Huh?
go get Karis's chair?
Sure. He's just staring at the dragon like, yeah, it's a dragon. It's green. I don't know if I trust it. He's a little squinty, but he's gonna just back up for a second and go to the cart. And then he'll return with the chair that Karist built. Here you go, Mavari.
Thank you so much. Unfortunately, this is all we have from him. Do you remember when we were here and he made this?
He made that in a different town.
No, he made it in Delphi.
No, he made that where the Arctic dwarf was.
Yeah, he made that chair a long time ago, but
that was before, right?
Yeah, he still had it though. He still
Yeah,
carried
no,
Yeah,
he
he
still
had
had
it here. Yeah, he had it strapped to his back. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Dragons be dragons, man.
Okay. So, you'll see her take a form that none of you have seen her take before. Only Karist did. But she turns into a green dragonborn that almost looks identical to him, but green.
Oh, a glamour. My grandfather uses those all the time.
She snarls a little bit.
Oh.
What are you going to do with it? You can hear her, like, her words cracking.
We were keeping it with us as a memory of him, but you need it more than we do.
You see her eyes a little red.
I will protect it for you
Not for us. For Karist.
in honor of a great dragon.
Yeah, he was.
She takes the chair, and you could tell she's very strong even in this form. And she just slowly starts walking back into the downtown Delphi, but she does turn around Mavari and give you one last look before she keeps walking.
Just I did not want to part with the chair.
It was a really good chair, but that was a very sweet thing you did.
It's also a gesture to keep her from killing us. For letting Karist die.
Why does everything that you do have to be so pragmatic? It could just be a nice thing that you did before.
I hate to say it, I think she needs a scrub of her scales. She's got moss all over them.
I think it's an aesthetic choice. I think she likes it.
I agree.
Oh.
I think she likes it.
But I
It looks
can't
good on her.
complain. My grandfather has ice crystals everywhere. They're very cold.
Yeah,
What
no,
did you think of Delphine?
She is green.
She
A
is.
little
That is
crass. So I'm not too surprised. The last green dragon I met tried to eat me.
Oh,
So
She
that's
tried
why
to
you
eat
have
us
terrified
too.
Expression.
well.
At least she's not a five-headed monstrosity.
You did kill a Hydra.
Oh, I'm not talking about hydras.
Found it.
Oh, I love her. Delphine is just not good with people. She was trapped in a cave for a long time.
Ooh, that's a good question. Laurel, do you want to ask that out loud?
I was away from the microphone. I didn't know. is Aella still here?
Yeah.
I just sort of look at her. What's the read? What's she
She's
looking
cool,
like?
I guess. She's not as happy as before. She kind of looks a little bit lost in thought.
Hey. So, how are you holding up?
I'll be okay.
You can say that you won't. It's fine.
And she's gonna kind of smack her face a little bit and take a deep breath, and she's gonna smile. Even a rainy day can be a good one.
Oh, Jack and Yell loves rainy days.
Tehran's gonna hold her arms open for Aella if she wants a hug.
Aella will hesitate a little bit because of everything that happened, but she will accept it.
I don't entirely know everything that's been going on, but from the gist of it all, it sounds like he went through something very troubling and probably slightly traumatizing. So, sorry about that all.
It's okay. You didn't do anything. You're honestly probably just as lost as I am.
A little bit.
Wait, we know what we're doing.
No.
Well, we never assume you know what you're doing.
That's a good assumption.
Let's be kinder to yourself. We all...
No. I was always told that I wasn't worth anything, so I believe that.
Your worth is what you make it. If you allow someone else to tell you what you're worth, then you are worth nothing.
Damn, that's crazy.
Mavari's got wisdom. As blunt as she is. Well, Aella, are you going to continue to travel with us, or...?
I kind of would like to eat first. All of that screaming has kind of made me hungry.
Yeah, I'm starving myself. By the way, I have not changed back into my human form. I'm still just a big old...
Wolfie.
Yep, big old
Sure.
werewolf. Sitting in the middle of the street.
I
Yeah,
must
I'm
be
gonna-
interesting for all the civilians.
It
As
took
soon
them
as
some
Saran is-
time to get used to it, but after the demons, the death, and the dragon, they're just kind of like, fuck it.
It's a werewolf.
As soon as Saran is off of Genielle, Blotz is picking up Genielle and holding him over his head.
So, let's find something to eat. Let's collect our bearings. Let's rest. And then we're heading to Athens.
Oh, is that good food here?
Last time we were here, there was like no people. So
Yeah, like last time we were here, there was nothing.
That's a shame.
So, take a look around. What are the what does the town look like now?
It looks kind of the same as it did because there's enough structures that are still intact that people have made kind of hovels out of them. There's blankets up because most of the doors were broken off. The insides were mostly bare and dug out and looted, especially of weapons and anything of high monetary value. So there's still some furniture in there, and like you recall, Niskita actually found some wine. So it looks like demons weren't too big on the wine. But there is like food around that would have been preserved, like in the basement of an inn or a tavern or someplace to eat. There's like a little bit of food that still might be good, but otherwise it's basically just hitting the reset button on a broken down city that still has buildings in it. So there are people around, but most of them are currently in the section south of the Temple of Artemis. The Temple of Apollo, kind of down that street, the something way. Hold on. I don't know why I didn't load the map before. That would have been a good idea. I'm sorry. The Sacred Way. The Sacred Way part of the city. So just where it kind of winds in between a whole group of small buildings, which, if you recall, one of them was the barracks itself. Then yeah, that is where they are mostly kind of gathering, so that they're still around people, but still have buildings to sleep in and stay in. There was a cluster of, let's see here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 buildings there, kind of in that curved way, with the small altar of I keep wanting to say Artemis now. The small altar of Apollo over there that you helped console a mother on, if you recall.
Dumpster diving for food scraps again. All right. So,
That's just gonna pull out his rations. You guys want some rations?
When was the last time you picked up rations?
I have a where is it? Explorer's pack. I still have rations I've never used.
No, you don't. You use those every day. Delete that shit. What's wrong with you? I've been traveling. The only person who had meat was Seltra because he had that salted meat in his bag.
he also had those berries.
Unless you were willing to get demon meat from Winifred. She would gave you plenty.
I don't know if I want to risk that.
No? Alright. Well, if you want,
seem to have some adverse side
Is
effects.
there-
I don't know.
Woodlands nearby?
there are. You've
there?
had some trouble sensing animals, but the further south you go, like especially in this area, you can start kind of sensing them again. But there is a large body of water to the south, so even if you can't find a lot of animals, the local people here can tell you that there are fish in the water.
Oh, perfect.
They usually take Delphine with them or ask her to accompany them, but you should be okay because you're a big guy.
I have a dragon too.
Yeah.
But let's go fishing.
All right. So Blotz is going fishing. Laurel's dumpster diving. Soren, your group of friends are not with you, so what you want to do is up to you. You can get to know these guys, or you can kill them in their sleep. It's up to you.
Get off. You can help me dumpster dive. It's not classy whatsoever.
Please don't kill me in my sleep. I can't take trauma like that again.
You can't tell me what to do.
Tron will probably go fishing too, since she does a lot of survival stuff. So she's pretty good with fishing.
Yeah, it'll be easier to get to know one of them instead of all of them at once. And Laurel does have a bit of a force of personality that Saran might not be ready for. Plus, he has a dragon. And it's cuter than the one you're used to seeing.
He's adorable.
Saran likes dragons. Because at least the ones that she has met so far have been friendly. So far.
Yeah, like the kooky wizard.
I gotta break you of that before we have an accident here. All
Just
right.
Going to fish. Going to fish.
Well, Mavari, Aella, what are y'all doing?
I'd like to go to the Temple of Apollo, please.
Ooh. Okay. You go in there and you see bloodstains. A lot of them. You see broken vases, the statue of Apollo himself. It looks like it's been broken a little bit, broken off. Looks like somebody broke the head off of it. You can see black blood on the ground along with red blood. It's quite a sight. And if you go up the stairs, well, let me ask, what do you want to accomplish here? Are you just looking for a place to meditate and get some solace, or?
Yeah. That's pretty much what I wanted to do, but now seeing all this blood, I'm like, what the fuck happened here?
Mm-hmm. Do you want to find out what happened here?
Sure.
So you go up the stairs towards the back of the temple, and you see blood there. It looks different than the blood in the rest of the temple. And you actually see a staff there. A staff that was left behind about 50 episodes ago. And I am trying to find it. Okay. You find... You know what? I'm just gonna link it to you. But, so this staff looks like it has kind of a blade on either side of it. And it looks like it might be a little dangerous. But at the same time, if somebody who was good with weapons, they would be able to maybe make a couple of extra hits with it.
You mean this lovely staff for someone who has some dexterous movement?
Probably.
Okay.
You know what? Roll a history or religion with advantage.
They're the same number, so...
I was debating the religion, so then go with history.
Yeah, they're the same number, so with advantage. 11.
You think this might be the staff that belonged to the Oracle of Delphi, Pythia, who you probably met throughout your years at one point or another.
Yeah, she was a very lovely lady.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just full on take the staff.
Sure.
And I'm just gonna still, like, take in the sight of everything. And then after, like, I don't know, like an hour or so, I'm gonna just go back to the group.
Alright. Mavari?
Mavari's wandering around the city, visiting places that they went. She will make her way towards the Colosseum thing where we found all the bodies.
Yes, the amphitheater.
Yeah. Are all those bodies still there?
No. It looks like... Well, I don't... Hold on. Is Laurel listening? Okay. It looks like
Yeah,
somebody...
I'm still here. I
I'm
didn't step
still
away.
I'm here.
Oh, I was being facetious. So, it looks like somebody set the pile of bodies on fire and burned them all. It's not pretty, and Mavari doesn't think, especially because Laurel's brought it up before, that she would be okay with this, but Mavari also knows it was probably necessary to prevent the spread of diseases and also the smell.
Right.
So it's still visibly there just because it was such a mass of bodies, but most of them aren't really very visible. It's just black and charred flesh and clothes.
Yeah, I'm gonna make... Oh, okay. Does it look like it was fire, or does it look like maybe acid?
Oh, well, you have a high passive perception, so you know what? It looks like it's probably acid.
Right. Mavari's gonna make her way towards where we fought the face-stealing demons, where the oracle was left.
Yeah, on the west side. No, I'm sorry. East side of Delphi and a group of buildings over there, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Does it look like the bodies have been cleaned up and stuff too?
You see black blood on the ground. You do not see the corpse of the oracle.
Got it. Then the last place she'll go is the forge that Seltra and Karis built.
You can see materials are still there that Karis had collected together with Seltra in order to use. And you saw them working hard to get it together. You saw them working hard to piece it together. You saw them working hard to build a cart with it, to put their handiness to work in order to build a vision or a dream from Seltra. But as you're standing here now, the two people that did all this hard work, Karst is dead and Seltra is missing. Might be dead also.
She's gonna go find, whoever of the party she can find first. Preferably Laurel, but if she finds Blouts, she won't be too annoyed.
I'll be around. I'm just, like I said, I'm just
That's
scrounging
surprising.
for food. Just scrounging for food.
I don't know how much you want to scrounge for food, but all those people you saved will just offer you food.
I wouldn't recommend digging through or going dumpster diving for food.
It's been a while
You'll
since this
probably
place
You
was
hear
Fine.
from the ocean.
From the
What
ocean.
do I need to roll for my fishing?
Yeah, if you want to roll a survival check, Soren, are you trying to help him? And if so, how?
Oh wait, so it's only one person that's actually doing fishing?
You can you can help. You can give like the help action if you want.
Yeah, you can help him, or I mean, you can fish
Roll
if
your
you
own.
want. But I
I'll
want
do
to
my own.
hear how Blouts tells Soren how to fish.
He's got his spear out and he took off his boots and he's just in the water ready to fish. He's spear fishing this shit.
Oh, well, that's way more fun. I'm sorry.
Ron
I
has
thought
her
you were...
lightsaber.
Yeah, you haven't actually used your sword. Do you want to tell everybody what your sword looks like? Because, yeah.
I could be wrong because it's been a while since I've used this character, but it's practically just a normal kind of like sword, like the sword hilt and everything, but a glowing blade.
It's a Mechaneer's blade or something like that, right?
Yeah, Mechaneer's blade.
Google didn't do shit for me, so...
It's a reflavored sunblade.
Alright, cool. Alright, so... You go out there with your Mechaneer's blade and he has a spear. And you plunge your blade into water.
25.
I rolled piss poor as I'm spear fishing. I got an 11.
So Blouts goes out there, boots off, spear ready. He's looking around. He's got that eagle-eye vision. He's throwing a spear down. And then he just hears this sizzling next to him as this lit blade just sinks into the water and fish float to the surface sideways. Dead.
Oh. That is a lot faster? Oh, that's kind of cool.
Who needs precision when everything around you dies?
You know what? That's a very fair point. I think we'll get along very well.
Welcome to D&D.
Just gonna help her round up the fish. How many fish do we get out of this then?
With a 25, I don't know, roll a d6. That's a lot. She just kind of like went through a school of fish with this blade.
1.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, that
One
is
fish.
actually.
After all that flavoring, it's one fish.
Yeah.
It's
That
like when you
adds
see
the
that
chunks.
animation of like 12 things happen and it's just one.
Ron just goes from a very proud expression to a very sad and disappointed one as she picks up the one single fish. Oh.
It's
Well,
more than
we
he
have
got.
to. Well, let's keep going.
You want to do it again?
Yeah.
All right. Roll survival checks.
Holy crap! I'm not rolling well.
That's okay. At least you didn't fight.
I got a natural 1.
Oof.
I got
Alright.
a 12.
So Blouts, you stick one with your spear. Maybe just
Oh, that's one
be
more.
even with her. But you do
Alright.
have a fish. So she has one that's already dead. You have one that's stuck on your spear.
I'm gonna pop it in a funny little pouch. Alright, fuck it, I'm casting Enhance ability on myself for wisdom.
Alright, Blouts is tired of losing. Let's go. You want to do it again?
Yes, I'm getting fish.
Alright, go fishing. Saran, do you want to try again?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yes, 22.
My pride was hurt. 14.
Alright. So Saran, you get one more. Blouts, you get 3 more.
Sweet,
Just kinda
we
one
have
after the other.
6 fish. That's enough for everybody. Unless we go again. For extra.
Thron's just slightly pouting silently that she didn't do
Um,
great.
How's a natural 20? 27?
Oh wait, shit, you're actually going again?
He's not giving up, he wants more fish.
Saran started walking away.
And you just hear, Hwah! He keeps going for more fish.
She's just gonna walk away, throw the sword into the water. 17?
Alright. So yeah, you get a few more. Blouts has found a rhythm to where he stabs, throws a shoulder, stabs, throws a shoulder, stabs, throws a shoulder. He does it fast enough to where the fish don't really catch on quite to how it's working yet. So he gets 5 more, you get 3 more. So you guys have a total of 14 fish.
Awesome. Does this
Grab
look
the
like
sword,
enough fish?
grab the fish, start running back to the group happily.
Alright, it'll take you a little bit, but
She's
Aella,
very short.
you make your way back to Laurel. Or wait,
Hi.
what? No, that was Mavari. I'm sorry. Whoops.
Yep.
Mavari, you make your way back to Laurel.
Are you bothering these poor people?
Not bothering. They offered. Is everything all right, Mavari? We were gone for a bit.
I was just sightseeing.
Oh, really? What did you see?
Some places we have been.
Oh.
I stopped by the amphitheater. I stopped by the place where the Oracle died and got her face eaten off by a demon.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped by Karst and Seltra's Forge.
Yeah. Do you miss them?
I do. Both are slightly insufferable in their own way, but both are also very charming in their own way.
They are charming. I want to get to Athens.
I know. And yet here you were trying to make a detour to save a child
Well,
who tried to kill me, and you.
you know what? It's a smidgen. Mavari, you have struck down so many more things more powerful than a 14-year-old. Why are you so bent out of shape?
Oh, I'm not. I couldn't care. But I was just surprised that you were defend this child so persistently when he has threatened your friends multiple times.
Mavari, I don't know if it's quite. I don't know if you picked up on it yet. His parents kind of died, and he's a little. A saying I've heard is caught up in his feelings right now. And you know, good and darn well, I wouldn't let him hurt you.
I don't know. I'm feeling some type of way because you were much nicer to the child who has threatened me than you were to me when we had just met. Mavari will smile playfully.
Damn.
What are you talking about? I was confused by you when we first met.
You were going. Seltra had to hold you back before you ripped my head off.
Well, forgive me, we were in the underworld, being attacked by Behorn creatures, and another Behorn creature comes up. We got betrayed. by another tiefling that turned out not to be a tiefling. So forgive me for being on edge, little miss. Don't trust anybody.
Yet you walked through the path of lions.
Because that was clearly unnatural. Clearly unnatural. Those lions could have torn us all apart if they wanted to, and that was a lot of lions. They could have, but they didn't. And then you see a giant lion sitting on a hill and just assume that
And you walk towards it.
Okay, look. I have been told by my master that I do tend to be a little reckless sometimes, and clearly...
A little?
Yes, a little. And clearly I haven't learned very much, but give me a break. I haven't been really doing this for a very long time. Compared to most. What?
Doing what? What have you not been doing for a long time?
I've been doing this. I gestured to me, my stupid werewolf form, and then,
Were you not a famed knight where you're from?
A famed is very...
You had a home, a castle.
I did not have a castle. Who told you all of this? Okay,
We've seen your home.
That was... What, the party house? That's not my home.
You took us to your home the first time.
That was a villa. Mavari, you lived in a castle. That was a simple villa.
I am not denying that I lived in a castle. I'm saying that you lived in a grand-ish home.
Yes, exactly. Because I got paid well. I was famous, locally.
Exactly. You've been dealing with monsters and mayhem for a while.
I suppose. But, look where my recklessness got me, as I gesture to...
And yet... And Mavari will, walk up and, boop her on the nose. Have not learned.
Facts.
Well, I suppose I am stubborn. Very stubborn, and I'm pretty sure if you haven't figured it out yet, I tend to think with my heart a little more than my head.
You should try your head. Though I fear if you did, you'd probably just slam it into a wall.
Oh, hey, now there's no reason to be rude now.
Alright.
Look.
This place makes me remember and feel sad. We should move on.
Yes, no, we should. Like I said, I want to get to Athens. The only thing that's keeping me, honestly, positive and going is knowing that LFD is still active, as well as Teddy. So...
That's true.
I just hope he's okay. Because I, look around. I'm pretty sure it's no secret by now. I think I like him.
Oh my gosh.
Quiet.
You don't say.
I don't need your sarcasm. And I honestly don't know how to feel about it because as much as I like Seltra like that, he definitely has an air of aloofness, and I'm a little afraid that maybe he doesn't, like me like that.
Well, I don't know. It's really hard to read him sometimes.
Yeah,
you,
no.
however, are an open book, so it's pretty obvious to probably the rest of us, except maybe Blouts?
Probably Blouts hasn't figured it out yet.
Probably.
Probably not. I like him. He's a very well-meaning, confusing but well-meaning.
He reminds me of a dog.
Damn.
Rude?
But no,
I don't.
I got distracted.
Yeah, no, I'm serious.
I don't mean that in a hateful way. I mean that in a...
endearing?
I wouldn't go that far.
You're very confusing. Mavari, this is probably one of the most pleasant conversations that I've had with you in a very long time.
I don't strive for pleasant conversations.
You don't seem to strive for many pleasant things.
That's true.
I'm curious as to why, but I know you wouldn't tell me.
Who knows?
Well, even though I know that you won't say it, I consider you a very good friend. And you have been next to Seltra. You've been traveling with me the longest, and I'm very, very happy you're still with me.
To be fair, I'm just outlasting everybody else.
I'd like to... Why do you do this? I'm trying to have a nice conversation, and then again, with the pragmatism. If I think too much with my heart, you think too much with your head. You should try the heart sometimes.
Don't do it, it's a trap.
If I did, we would be in worse situations than what we are half the time. One of us has to be realistic.
True, but if I did listen with my head more, I probably would have eaten you by now.
That's fair.
And I'm not gonna lie. Since we're being pragmatic, you'd be first on my list.
Really? I have nothing to me.
No, you don't, but you definitely be much easier than everyone else.
You say. I am pretty quick.
You are very quick, but part of me feels like I gesture to,
I feel like the best one to eat would be Blouts. He has a lot more muscle.
Blouts has muscle, but he'll go down with a fight.
When has muscle ever made for good food? Like, what the hell?
There's nothing to Mavari. She's just bones.
Yeah, no.
She's just trying to steer the conversation away from her.
Like, no, like I said, it's not about amount. It's about ease. But
You'll watch as Mavari
Those
says
goes.
ease. And then you'll watch as she just vanishes. Like 100 feet away from you.
Oof.
As she
okay,
casts
fine.
Dimension Door.
Okay,
With ease, my dear
touche.
friend. With ease.
Touche. You know I'd never do it, Mavari.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to make me walk all the way over there?
No, I'm walking away now.
Oh wait, okay. I guess that's well deserved. You're my friend, Mavari.
And she just like puts her hand up and like waves away.
Laurel, you get a notification in your head. Mavari has left the conversation.
Pretty much.
Mavari leaves conversation the way Becca leaves conversations.
Feels right.
Deuces.
Just abruptly.
With no warning.
All right.
Oh man.
Saran and Blouts, you make your way back into the city, and while a lot of people do have food, they haven't seen people come back with that much, so they're like kind of looking at you like, damn, dude, what the hell? Like, everybody's obviously impressed.
We're gonna find Laurel, who's probably taken, scrap food, what people will give her. And we're just like, we have fish! I like to imagine that it's just all 14 are strung up on the fucking spear at the moment.
Yeah. There's
So
a
how-
lot of... I'm sorry,
Go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
there's a lot of spots that are set up outside of homes because they haven't really gotten everything back together here. But they have like little stone fire pits that they have made. So you can pick pretty much anywhere or make your own spot to cook the fish if you wanted. Or you could find everybody first.
Let's find everybody first.
Alright,
Regroup. We have 14 fish.
Yeah. Mavari is walking away from Laurel. Laurel looks a little annoyed. Mavari is maybe smiling even a little bit. Aella is...
Somewhere.
I was making my way back to the group.
Okay. She's fluttering down the hill from the Temple of Apollo. What kind of facial expression does she
Cool-ass
have?
new stuff. Conflicted.
They have lots of fish.
Sorry, I was muted again, gosh darn it. Yes, you do, and I clap. It looks
They-
delicious.
Yeah, we can roast it up over my sword.
And what?
He pulls out his sword and ignites it, and we will cook it over the sword.
Oh, ooh.
You forget that my sword's on fire all the time.
Yes, no, that's sorry. That's very
How
true.
convenient.
Exotic. So,
Sword fried fish. Perfect.
no, excellent work. Way better than what I was doing.
Did you get, you were dumpster diving, weren't you?
Well, for a small while before the good people here told me that I didn't have to do that, and they gave me, something to snack on. So, yeah, no, that's way better. I just didn't want to bother anybody, especially that I look like this. Why haven't I changed back? Good question. And then I changed
think you
back
forgot.
into my... I changed back into
Probably-
my outfit.
You probably find more demon bits than anything in those trash cans. Sorry, I
Ugh.
should have warned you sooner.
No, it's fine. It's quite all right. I've had it once. It did not taste great at all. At all.
I don't know how the old lady can handle that.
I don't either. I adore her, though. I'd die for whatever.
Just
Yeah.
cooking the fish. How does everyone like their fish?
Cooked.
All the way, a little bit a little bit raw, because some people like raw fish.
I like it. I like it cooked all the way through.
All the way.
Okay.
Aella?
He stabbed his spear into the ground and is holding his fire sword next to the fish.
Nice. Aella?
You'll see her just kind of like twiddling around with the staff that she grabbed.
Laurel, that looks real familiar.
It does look really familiar. Where'd you get that? That looks familiar.
From my uncle's temple.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Yes,
see.
that's right. After y'all beat her and left her there tied up, the demons took her and killed her.
Hey, shush you.
I was just reminding. I'm sorry. I'm in your head.
The temple was all covered in blood and something really bad happened there. This was
Yeah.
left behind.
I see. Well, I take it you've claimed it as your own, hmm?
It's mine now, finders keepers.
Finders keepers, indeed. Blouse
I hate to say it.
Blouse has fish?
Yeah, we have 14 fish.
Yep,
Saran
14.
started using her weird glowy sword thing.
Can you
how
make
do
the
you
fish
like it
just like how Poseidon makes it?
How does he make it? Because I'm just cooking it on my sword.
Poseidon?
I'm pretty
like
sure
going
that's a name we have not heard.
I'm not familiar. Again, Aella, I apologize. I'm not familiar with this world's pantheon.
Sorry, big family.
Oh, Mavari would know all about that.
Would you, if it makes you feel better, Aella, would you like to talk to us about them?
If you want me to make it like him, you'll need to explain how he makes it.
Yeah, that is also very true.
Usually it's raw.
Oh, he'll pull off a fish and hand it over. There you go.
He descales it first. Jeez, I'm not a monster.
But stairs, Fade, you're supposed to descale it first.
You
Yeah,
don't
you
descale
descale it. You descale it, you prep it with the proper seasonings, and then you garnish it with a nice, lovely herb on top.
Cloud stares blankly, having eaten many raw fish just by picking them up and biting them.
Oh, Aella,
Oh my
don't
god! And she's just gonna grab the fish and she's gonna start prepping it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
every,
don't-
every time
I've-
you keep talking about descaling, Kenyo gets a little nervous.
Oh no! No, never you, Giniel. Never you.
Once a fish is cooked enough, he's just gonna toss it to Geniel, who will probably eat it in one bite.
Never you, Giniel. You're a wonderful creature. We'd never descale you.
I might.
She had Skinyal on the head. What?
You may try, but you will die.
Very, very tough. I wouldn't. Oh.
I don't mean to derail the conversation a little, but Aella, what do you know about Athens?
Hey, DM. Quick question.
Yes?
How much of Athens do I know of the rather, let me rephrase. How much of the current state of Athens am I aware of?
Nothing. Nobody's gotten mail there. Get it? Because they're all dead.
Ba-doom! Wait, hold on.
Sorry.
Spoiler alert!
Sorry,
Jesus!
I laughed really loud if I might do hit me up. I didn't expect that. That just caught me off guard. Sorry.
Okay, so you actually, I guess, would find it odd because Athens is very populated that nobody important there. I mean, you don't deal with, everyday letters, but every now and then you'll get like a child who prays to Zeus, and Zeus is like, you know what? I'm feeling all right today. Send them this message. Or accepts mail from a noble or something like that. But you actually haven't gotten anything about Athens for a while, and you just didn't really take the time to think about it. But then you think about it, you're kind of like, huh, I don't know. But Athens as a lively place.
So I'm gonna be like in the middle of prepping the fish, and I'm gonna have like mid peel of scales and shit. I'm gonna be like, wait a minute. Actually, It's been a while since I've been to Athens. Like a long while. Like a really, 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 really long while.
Didn't the guys we met in Aztekos say that there was no home to go back to?
Was I privy to that conversation?
The Athenian spies. They says they were staying in Aztekos because they couldn't go back.
I mean, Athens is like a really big city, like super big city. I remember there was the whole like competition, and you know, he said, she said, blah blah. Anyway, it's not the point. But like, normally I at least get something to go to Athens, but it's really weird. And I'm gonna open up my bag to see if like maybe it was like a hidden letter I missed or something.
Weird and foreboding. Your father hasn't told you anything about Athens at all?
My father works a lot, so I actually don't really get to see him as often as I would like. But you know, we both work a lot, so like it happens.
Oh, I understand that feeling.
I mean, okay, that makes sense. Well, okay, Aella, then tell us this. What do you remember about Athens?
I remember it being really pretty. Lots of buildings, lots of people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What do you want to know?
Was there... I don't know. Were the roads safe? Was there a formal military?
Oh, I mean, Athens usually has some sort of military. Usually.
Mm-hmm.
And for roads, I don't usually, travel the roads because, like these portals open up and I just kind of go whoop-a-doo-doo, or I fly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so, I don't know.
Makes sense. Yeah, I guess that does make sense.
Place?
What other place?
The other place we were sent to is, Spork.
Talking about
Gesundheit?
No, it's the place that all the other people said that we should go to because they're fighting a bunch of demons and losing.
Oh, Sparta.
Oh, it's that place, yeah.
Right. Do you know anything about Sparta?
Same kind of story, I guess.
Okay.
You would bet money that they're probably fine. You know that Sparta and Athens were about the same as far as power goes, but Sparta was well beyond Athens as far as military goes, and military discipline, and the amount of slaves they had to use during war. While Athens had a larger and better naval fleet, which is arguable. I don't want to get any fucking emails about this shit.
I didn't want to say anything.
You're not the only one, I'm sure. But while they do have a better naval and diplomatic structure, Sparta was very superior as far as military fighting goes.
Well, like,
you haven't been there, but that's what you know.
Yeah. Sparta was always, I don't know, I thought of them as always kind of like aggressive, but they just had really like this big ass army. They're kind of like a threat to Athens. But, I kind of try to stay out of that business a little bit. I got my own job I have to worry about.
I see. I thought these were cities. Are these kingdoms?
No, they're cities.
What sovereign are they under, then?
What do you mean? What? Huh?
Well, where I come from, there is a king that rules over a kingdom, and there are territories within that kingdom. And generally any sort of, little, I guess like civil wars, little kerfuffles here and there. Is that how that works? I mean, I sort of look around, this is a kingdom that we're in, right?
Oh, poor Laurel.
I think this place,
Relaxation.
from the looks of this place, they don't really have a formal overarching government. They kind of govern themselves.
I mean, you got Sparta, you have Athens. That's usually how it goes.
I see. And then what of this city? What of Delphi?
What about it? It's definitely not the same Delphi that I'm used to. Like, there's too much blood and debris everywhere, and what frig happened here?
It was, demons.
Demons have been.
Quick question, DM. How aware of the demon situation is Aella? I don't think that was established.
She flies very, very high in the sky. So I would say it's probably minimal because, as you put it, you have a job to do. So she'll fly by, and it might be now is the first time you're actually thinking about it, but business has gotten slower. There are still people getting mail, but not as much.
I don't know, things are weird. Like, normally right now would be the busiest time of year because everybody's asking things about the gods and for the gods and things like that, but like, I don't know, like, the Temple of Apollo was really messed up. Delphi is really messed up. And like, I just have a weird, like, something doesn't feel right, you know?
A demon invasion could do that.
You weren't lying when you said that you don't hang around very often. Aella, do you really not know anything about the demon invasion?
I just get a letter, go, here you go, have a nice day, and then I usually get another letter, and then, you know, rinse and repeat, but, like, my bag, and she's gonna grab her bag and she's gonna tip it over. Nothing.
Aella,
Normally this is filled.
Aella, maybe you should sit down for this one.
Okay. And she's still kind of like, she still has the one fish in the one hand, and she's gonna put it down.
Well, no, you can still hold the fish and sit down, Aella.
Well, why do I want to hold the fish at this point?
Because you're cooking.
She's taking stuff from the raw.
That's not the point. Okay, Aella, your kingdom, country, I don't know, world, is currently being overtaken and ransacked by demons.
Yeah, right.
Aella, look around you. You said that Delphi didn't look like this. There are demons. We saw them. We fought them. We don't know where they're coming from. But it's the reason you haven't been getting any mail is because there hasn't been anyone to get mail from.
Nuh-uh, no way. Zeus wouldn't let any of that happen.
That's... yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Roll a history check.
Okay, I was waiting for some shit like that.
I was deciding what to make it. And I still don't know exactly.
We wouldn't
but-
give two shits.
I got a 14.
Okay. So, while you don't know anything about the demon invasion, Ares has been in a better mood lately.
Oh no. It's never a good sign.
You remember passing him, maybe through the air, and you thought you heard him humming to himself, which is strange.
I mean, now that you mention it, Ares seems to be in a really good mood lately. Like, super good mood.
Is Ares... What is he a god? What is he?
Oh yeah, he's family.
What does he do?
Oh, all kinds of stuff. He does a lot of war, fighting, things like that.
Do you think
And she's gonna kind of like avoid eye contact.
Wait, didn't the Eldora say that Athena was the goddess of war?
Well, no, Athena's like wisdom and shit like that.
Shit like that, yeah.
I see. Well, Aella,
This
don't
is
you
all
think it's
confusing.
a little strange that your uncle is maybe just a little pleased with himself?
I mean, kind of.
Wait till they hear about him and Aphrodite.
Ooh, spicy!
Maybe he's a little pleased with himself because a war has been happening. Now, as far as your uncle, Zeus, it's a question that has been on my mind, and has honestly been a tad bit disturbing. And I'm actually really glad that you're here because maybe you can explain it to me.
Roll another history
Wait.
check.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Oh, please. Sorry.
19.
Oh. She's talking about Zeus, and you're like, oof, that's a touchy subject, because right now he's apparently involved in a debate of some kind. You've heard through the water pipes that he might have somebody's daughter, and the somebody used to be a powerful being. You don't know a lot about them. They were kind of like cast out, but it was like some older god that you didn't really care about. You think their names might have been Oceanus? You're not really sure, but apparently he's in some kind of hot water right now, and Hera took off again because of it. But you're like, ooh, that's touchy.
Okay, so, like, there's a bunch of tea happening right now in the family. We don't really talk about Zeus right now because he started some shit. So, yeah, like, okay. I'm already invested in this right now. So, okay, now you need to sit down because this is a hot topic.
Okay, I sit down now, very intrigued as I lean forward.
Okay, you get a fish handed to you.
And she'll grab
fish and just start munching on it.
She'll continue like descaling any fish that she has in front of her. Okay, so like, there's this thing that happened between some like I think someone who I thought was a god, Oceanus, if that rings any bells. So there's a little bit of a conflict between the two of them right now. Something happened, and I think it involves some girl who like fell for Zeus's charms yet again, because like Uncle Zeus always does that. But yeah, so Hera kind of like fucked off for a little bit, and yeah, so the family's a little spicy right now, but you know.
Do you know if that girl is okay?
Uh-oh. I don't know who the girl is. I haven't gotten any letters though, so good news, I guess.
So let me get this straight. This Zeus had a bit of is having a bit of a spat, if you will.
Yeah, spat. What? You didn't hear it from me. Like, I don't mean to start gossip, but like, you didn't hear it from me.
Okay.
Wait, who is Hera then?
Yes, tell me the players on this chessboard.
Hera is his wife, like Zeus's wife, like queen of all of us.
You probably should serve him a letter. A letter of
Mavari
divorce.
was playing with a stick while waiting for someone to hand her a fish.
Oh,
and you see like a bit of fish. Like a cooked one?
Yeah, you're getting a fully cooked one.
Okay, and she's
Mavari,
like,
you're adorable.
Staring at now that she has a fish, she's staring at the fish and is like, oh fuck, he was married.
Oh, they were roommates.
And they were roommates.
It's like a quick.
They were roommates.
It was a quick flash of horror and then like composure.
Oh my god. Okay, so let me get this straight. Zeus and Hera were married, and there seems to be some sort of, like you said, didn't hear it from you at all, some sort of marital affair going on. Okay.
Oh, it's not the first time, like.
Not the first time.
If
You didn't hear that from me.
say I think I might have been here. Wait, would I know who Zeus is, right? Because I've been in this world for a while, haven't I?
Delphine doesn't really talk about him. A lot of the people that were refugees here were sent or saved by the party who is pretty much anti-Zeus. So none of them would have really talked about it. If you want to roll a religion check, he does exist in the world of the Forgotten Realms.
So I know I've at least been in this world for a while. I just don't know how much I know. Religion. 13.
He's a deity of some kind, but it's not a pantheon that anybody that you know would have followed or did follow. So, yeah, you're like, he's a higher power, but I don't really know about him.
Okay. Well, that
Yeah.
sounds like a fun family problem.
So, is he just like unsatisfied or something with their marriage, or is he just like a big horn dog?
Hey man, like, don't look at me. I kind of stay out of that business as much as I can because I don't want to get into too far with the family drama. But sometimes, you hear things through the Dionysus grapevine.
I don't know
get
who
it.
that is.
Oh my god, you don't know who died? You have to go see his. Oh, it's here in Delphi. We have to go see it. If it's
Have to go-
still there, I guess.
What is it?
It's a little like sanctuary temple place, just a little itty bitty one.
Damn, this
Is
is
it?
crazy.
I don't know if I don't. I mean, I. Okay, wait. Now hold on. Look now, with all of this gossip, all of this family drama. See, here's the thing that's kind of bugging me just a little bit. How come? This is sort of being. Now, please keep in mind, I have no idea how hands-on the gods are here. It seems like very. But there are literal demons that are kind of, in war, sometimes it's called a scorched earth, just completely and totally decimating everything. And where I come from, though Torm is a little hands-off, he is still appointed paladins, clerics. He gives his abilities to us so that we may protect the people. And we've only ever really ran into these people ever so often. Very scant, very rare, but they don't seem to be around enough to really make I'm just trying to figure out why Zeus is currently in the middle of a marital affair when I feel like there's more pressing matters.
Yeah, he just kind of lets all of us do our own thing.
And no one is concerned about this? You said you have a big family. Not a soul is concerned about the demon thing?
Well,
Because, I
like,
mean...
you kind of make it sound like I talk to a lot of my family. So, like, I don't really talk to a lot of my family. I just give them letters, they give me letters, I answer a couple of their calls here and there, but, like, Auntie Artie was the first time I actually spoke to one of them in a really long time. Like, I saw Ares, the last time I saw, like, Persephone was, like, a long freaking time. Let's see.
So one of the things you would know is, and I won't even make you roll on this because you've probably seen people punished. Zeus is really big about stay in your lane kind of thing. If you're a messenger, you're a messenger. Like if you get a message and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna be like Ares today and fight in a war, then you will be punished or killed. Since you're a daughter of a god, he might just kill you. But if you're an actual god, like, if Hermes was to be like, you know what, nah, fam, I'm gonna do some nature shit, then he'd probably just be punished. But that as much as other gods might be like, we should do something, unless Zeus gives them permission, they can't.
Yeah,
but he does have bad priorities, as some people have said.
So last time gods interfered in my world, there was a massive war and a giant dragon goddess tried to resurrect herself.
Oh my gosh. But, like, we'll talk about your problems later.
Damn.
So maybe it's good that the gods don't interfere.
It's a lot.
Because
This is a lot of family baggage we're just unloading onto the freaking dining room table.
Yeah, no, I feel a little...
Guys, I'm trying to eat.
In front of
A
my
lot of
salad.
marital issues.
We... So you think that the entire reason why they're being a little hands-off is because they just don't care?
I don't know. We all just kind of like do our thing. We stay doing our thing. It's not like, Artemis is all of a sudden going to be like, I'm going to go to the ocean and just do like ocean shit. No, not allowed. We just kind of like, hang out until Zeus tells us otherwise. So, like, really, everything's on Zeus right now. So,
So
he's
you
a
all
little
don't
busy with his
move
little
unless
fair.
Zeus. You all don't move unless Zeus tells you to.
Oh, you don't piss Zeus off. Not unless you want to get smite down with the power of lightning, and Aella's gonna like dramatically like raise her arms as if she's doing like lightning bolts.
Lightning.
So
I know
the
lightning.
Zeus sounds pretty busy to be giving out orders.
Yeah, busy.
With a marital affair, I don't know. It just seems.
Maybe he should stop
Priorities?
trying to whip it out and start putting it back in.
I mean,
That's what she said.
in more.
It's such a constant thing with Zeus and
In
Hera.
more. I
Why
mean,
not just let Zeus have more than one wife? I don't see the problem.
Right?
Mavari, I take it I take it that's something that's in. I take it your world.
My
Her father had
father
like
had-
multiple.
yeah, my father had 2 wives.
Chad, don't you remember the family portrait?
You know what? You're right. That is
In
very
my
true.
world, if all parties consent to it, it's okay. Cheating is not okay. I don't know why.
It doesn't seem like what was her name, Hera? I don't think she's consenting to any of this.
I feel like she should just divorce him at this point.
Duh.
Who, Hera?
Yeah.
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 I mean, no, that's not like something Hera would do. If anything, Hera's gonna kill that girl.
But
But
it's not really her.
fault.
Yeah, it's not really her fault though. She doesn't. I mean, what are the odds that she even knows that that's like a thing?
Yeah, Mavari.
Oh my god.
To be fair, on Mavari and Niskita's
Uh-huh.
weren't aware of who it was really, and they did not know about Hera.
This before. Wait. Okay. So
That wasn't in character. I was.
I mean,
pointing it
yes.
out.
Okay, look, all I'm saying is that my concerns are I have done something which is saying I have taken an oath of devotion not to a sovereign but to the people. So I'm always a little, perplexed when it turns out that, beings, be they kings, noblemen, gods that are a little more hands-on, it seems, don't really do anything to protect said people, because we've seen some really messed up stuff. And it could have been very beneficial than, just having more than a one poor oracle having to defend an entire city.
To be fair, she was only defending the town.
I mean, I suppose that's true. But still, it's just strange to me, that's all. I really would like to try to solve the demon problem. More so than, like, more so than this, I gesture to the sky. I really would like to solve the demon problem, because that seems like that should be a little more pressing.
As you guys kind of talk about how pressing that should be, and how much you think that these gods have their priorities really wrong, we're going to get back to this next week, and we're going to find out exactly where some of the gods' priorities are.